Everybody, hope everyone's having a blessed Sunday and happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful plant mommies and mothers of children, human children, or pets. So today I'm going to go ahead and go over just quick plant update of my potted up baby Sansevierias that I got. I did an unboxing. I got them from eBay. I did an unboxing. If you go back, not the last video, but the one before that one, you'll see I did an eBay unboxing. So I had potted them up. I videoed it. It's like every time I try to video of potting, I end up messing up because it's hard to try to video and pot the plant up. But anyhow, so what I did was this one's got a little bit more bigger root, and it's a little bit larger than all the other plants. So I put her in a 4-inch, and then I went ahead and potted all these little ones up in 2-inch pots. Being the reason is it gives them less chance of overwatering and rotting, because with Sansevierias, they like to be root bound, and their roots can get waterlogged very quickly and rot out, especially if they're cuttings, which these are basically considered cuttings. But if you keep it in a smaller pot, it has a less chance of rotting out. And you don't want to really water it as soon as you get them. You put them in some soil and give it a couple of days to get situated in the soil. Then you water it and just give it time, and let it dry out in between the watering, and you're good to go. So I want to go ahead and go over the name of each one. I had said what they were before, but this time I'm going to go over it and then just show what it looks like when it gets a little older. So this one is called a Sansevieria Bali. It's very light. The color is because it is healthy. It's not rotted or this color is if it gets a lot of bright light. It's that color, and this is what it actually looks like when it gets bigger. That's how it grows. In fact, you see the baby one already has a little stem growing out. So it grows kind of like the spiral. I have a Sansevieria sufasa spiral. And it spirals over. So that's, they call it frosty spears, actually, Sansevieria. But yeah, so that's the Sansevieria Bali. And this, once again, is how it looks when it gets mature. It doesn't get really big. It's kind of a dwarf. Also, it just keeps pushing out. You see how this little baby is pushing out. It just keeps doing that. I talked because I was like, it is quite pale, but the more it doesn't get as much direct sun as it was getting, it'll lighten up. It'll darken up, actually. But like I said, even though it looks a little pale, and I actually think it's cute, the color, but it's not going to stay. It's going to end up darkening up, unfortunately. But it does look like a little yellow variegated plant, but it's not. So, but it is quite lighter. It's not dark green, but the more it sits in lower light than what it was getting in Florida, it will definitely darken up. So the next one is the Sansevieria Francie. Let's see. It's called Sansevieria Francie. This one gets quite tall, and let's see. Here's a picture of it when it's a little mature. And this is the one. So this is a little baby one of it. And she's in a 2-inch pot as well. And I haven't watered them. I potted them up. I got these Friday. I did pot them up that same day. and then because they came to me bare root, and I'll go ahead and water them on Monday actually. So they're gonna get watered tomorrow. So that's her, the Sansevieria Franci. So yeah, she just grows real tall. I love how this one grows. Oh wow, what did I do? I like how it grows. Let me get a better picture. So this is really how it ends up growing like that, just straight up, like in rosettes, I guess. So that's her. Let's see. The next one is Sansevieria Fishery. Fishery. I don't know exactly if I'm saying it right. Which is this one. Let me see here if I can find a larger picture of this one. It's, yeah, see, this is one of those picture plants that look totally different once it gets older. Um, so it starts growing out like this, like, going up straight. It first looks like a little Hannah, not really a Hannah. It just grows out interesting. It ends up having like a horn sticking up. So that's how that grows. And as you see, those are two little babies under it. So this one's going to end up getting like this one. And that's just called the Sansevieria Fiseri. There goes the name. Okay. Next, let's see, is the patent or PA. Let's see if I can get the patents. Let's see. Really, this is something what it looks like. It's the Sansevieria patents. Let me make sure if I can find I know there's other, but this was that one right there. Let's see. And she's in a cute little 3-inch pot as well. My allergies are bad. Everybody out here who got, so yeah, it's Sansevieria Paten. But it also ends up growing. I want to say it's not patents. Let me. It's Sansevieria. Let's see. Sorry. Paten. Okay, let's see if I can get it to get a better picture. Well, here I guess is a little bit larger one, but I know it ends up growing out to be like a. It's kind of hard to explain. It gets real big at when it starts growing out, but it's a long time from now for that. So yeah, it's not many pictures to find of it. I'm trying to find one. Let's see. Here's another one. It gets big and then it starts growing up also straight, like a cylinder look. But once it's fully matured, which it would probably never do in a home inside, maybe outside in the wild. But that's pretty much how there it is right there too. It's gonna get about like that, and then as you see, this has a straight. It starts going up straight. But yeah, so that's the name. These are the identifications of each one. I just wanted to go over that because when I unboxed it, I was trying to explain that as well. But it wasn't working out. So I just wanted to show a picture of them actually when they mature out, so that way so you can see how it ends up growing. Here's another one too of the patent, but this is just an immature. This is a youth. When it becomes an adult, it gets really big, and I'm sure you've seen them. They're just really large in these stores. So there's them. They're all potted up in their terracotta pots. I did use some sand, orchid bark, orchid mix. I'm sorry, orchid mix, and Epsom organic potting soil. I didn't put cactus because are babies, so I want to go ahead and give them that extra nutrients. And I did put the orchid bark, the orchid mix, which has charcoal, perlite, and bark in it, and then some sand. So it's got some good drainage, but that soil also is pretty good, and it'll help the roots develop pretty strong. So I went ahead and potted it up in those, and they'll stay in these little pots at least because they want to get root bound anyways. But I like to put them in these little pots. They were sold as 4-inch pots, but if I didn't know no better, I would have put them all in 4-inch pots, and they would have rotted because there's not much root system yet. This one has a pretty strong one, but these ones really don't. So I don't want to jeopardize giving them root rot by doing that. So if you get cuttings and they're small and these are pups, you would want to call them. You want to put them in smaller terracotta pots. And it's good to get bare root sansevierias because when you get them in the pots, a lot of time when they mill them, they send them too over wet, and then they end up rotting out like that. But they put it in soil, they wet the soil thinking they don't want it to dry out, but sansevierias don't mind being dried out. But yeah, so I'm pretty happy with them. They're settling in. They'll get water tomorrow. And we'll go from there and just monitor how they look next year, and when a year old. So this is just a documentation for me, and I'm just showing you guys and wanting to wish everybody happy Mother's Day. My daughter got married yesterday, and it was so beautiful. It really turned out so good, and it was just wonderful. It's a blessing that she has a really very wonderful husband, and the family. He comes from a really good family. So it was a wonderful Mother's Day. That was a Mother's Day gift to me. So, and then of course these babies were at home waiting, so I had to come home. So yeah, and I'm struggling with my ZZ plant. I came home and some of her stalks I had to take one stalk out because she was turning yellow. So I don't know what happened while I was gone. I've been gone for a couple of days, and I come home and it's my ZZ. So I don't know. I did repot her a while back. If that's what it was, I don't know. But hopefully I took the dead one that was dying out and just kept the ones that aren't. So hopefully she recovers. But anyhow, thank you so much for watching. I'll be back on Tuesday. Hope everyone enjoyed this video. And thank you very much. Happy Mother's Day again. And if you're a mom, just enjoy yourself with your whatever type of mom you are. If you're a mom from pets, if you have a bunch of plants, you're a mom because you're a plant mommy. And if you have children. So yeah. So anyhow, happy Mother's Day, and I hope everyone has a blessed week. Thanks for watching. Bye.